Hey, this is Malia Brady. I am a certified nutritional therapist, certified personal trainer, and I'm also an online health and wellness coach. So I get a lot of questions about health, nutrition, that kind of thing. So recently I've been getting a few questions about carbs. So I just wanted to share kind of my thoughts, my experiences with carbohydrates. I feel like they've been kind of vilified maybe in the past 20 years or so with the onset of the Atkins diet and all that stuff. Um, so I just wanted to share kind of how I feel about carbs. So first of all, let me say if you're following like a super low carb ketogenic diet or something like that, like I'm not here to attack you or tell you you're wrong or any of that because I've done those before. I've done paleo, primal, ketogenic, Atkins back in high school and stuff. So I've done them all. Um, and I did experience some success with them. So I'm not here to attack you or anything. I wasn't able to sustain them long term. I felt like really foggy headed all the time, super tired, crabby. I need my carbs. So I was not able to sustain them long term. So for me, it was like more of a diet. And now the way that I eat, this is permanent. This is a lifestyle change. I don't ever see an end date or me going back. So I'm able to sustain this. So let me talk about how I feel about carbohydrates. So I understand the reasoning behind a low carb diet because anytime you are trying to lose any of your body mass, you need to create a caloric deficit, and that means you burn more calories than you consume. So there are three macronutrients. All food is made up of them. It's either a carbohydrate, protein, or fat. And it makes sense to cut your calories from the carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are our body's source of glucose. Glucose is our body's preferred source of fuel. Our bodies and our brain love to run on glucose. It's real easy for them to burn. It's like burning a newspaper. Protein and fats, however, it's like burning a big log. It's harder to start it, but once you get it going, it'll burn for hours in this roaring big fire. Um, but protein provides amino acids, essential amino acids our body can't get from anywhere else. We can't produce them ourselves. We got to get it from food. So it doesn't make sense to cut from there. And fats provide some essential fatty acids from foods. Our body can't make those, so it doesn't really make sense to cut from there. So if you're going to cut anywhere, especially if you're eating a bunch of sugar and junk, it makes sense to cut from the carbs. I get that. But for me, like from a performance standpoint, my goals are to lose fat and to build muscle. So as a strength athlete, carbohydrates are very important to me. I consume carbs before I work out to provide myself fuel before I get started, and I also consume carbs after I work out to help me recover. So I know a lot of weightlifters are all like protein, protein, protein. Protein's so important, and it is. But think of it this way: after you work out, you go slam that protein shake that's got 26 grams of protein and maybe 3 grams of carbs. That's not really ideal. The ideal recovery ratio is something with 4 parts carbohydrate to 1 part protein. So like chocolate milk is great for that. It's got the perfect ratio. And that's why I drink Shakeology after I work out. It's got that ratio. People are like, Shakeology only has 15 grams of protein. What kind of protein shake is that? And I'm like, it's not at all. Um, it provides the perfect carb to protein ratio for me to help me recover because the carbs are actually what allow the protein to get into your muscles after you've worked out and they're all ripped up and ready to grow. So I need carbs before and after I work out. So I try to keep my carbs from sources like whole plant food sources like, sweet potatoes, brown rice, whole grains, whole wheat, that kind of stuff. I do a lot of oatmeal, um, and I don't think there's anything wrong with those. Those are plant foods, and many, many scientific studies will back up the idea that plant-based diets are very good for you. They help you live longer. So I just don't think that those foods are as bad as they're sometimes made out to be. They're not going to make you fat. You just got to use them in the right way. Make them a tool. Use them to your advantage. So those are my thoughts on eating carbs. So I love talking about this stuff. So if you have any questions about them, Leah, what carbs should I eat? When should I eat my carbs? Am I sure I'm not going to get fat? Send me a message, respond to this video, or send me an email, and I would love to chat with you more about it. So those are my thoughts on carbs. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.